gossiping. How many of you guys know, raise of hands, what gossiping is?
I do.
Eric, what's gossiping?
Gossiping is when you're talking about someone maybe behind their back.
Okay, so talking about someone behind their back. Is that good or bad talking?
It can be both. It tends to be bad. However, there are good gossip situations.
Okay, so there's good gossip and bad gossip. Is that what I'm hearing?
True, yep.
Okay. Is it mostly good, mostly bad?
Mostly bad, and it's also fact or fiction.
Fact or fiction, good.
It's kind of the game you play with telephone, when you're sitting around with your friends. Maybe a true story comes out that tells, starts the gossip chain.
Good.
And as it goes through each individual, more stuff either gets added on that may not be true, or it's deleted. Important facts that kind of started the whole reason why people are talking about it.
Okay. So the more the rumor is spread, probably the further from the truth the gossip gets.
I would say, yeah.
Okay.
Situation.
So gets more fictional the further it goes along.
Yes.
Good. How do you think gossiping makes people feel?
I would say that, usually you're not feeling very well when somebody's saying something behind your back.
Right, so pretty bad.
Yeah, it can be bad. It can kind of lead towards hatred towards someone for starting that gossip, especially when you find out from individuals that you didn't know would know about the situation.
Okay. So maybe a little, lack of trust, like you tell your friends something and then they kind of go right behind your back and tell a bunch of other people?
Or if they start something about you, that kind of has an effect on your reputation.
Yeah, so that's not very good friendship qualities, is it?
I wouldn't say so, no.
Nope. So, not a very good friend.
But on the flip side, being in the kind of cliques we have with our friends, if you're not in the know or don't have the latest details about something, you kind of feel left out. So being a part of the gossip kind of makes you, be a part of the friends that you're with.
Okay, so you're saying that knowing that gossip kind of makes you popular and in the know, and so it kind of makes you feel good when you're doing it, but at the expense of maybe other people?
Yes, kind of empowers you in a sense.
Okay, so empowers the gossiper, but not the gossipy.
Correct.
Good, okay.
I think over time, people or whoever may be starting the gossip sense what they get out of starting a rumor.
Okay.
And they feel like they have more control and they can kind of manipulate things.
Okay, so it's kind of a malicious thing here. Like you have someone who maybe just wants to make people feel bad, and then they kind of like that feeling, and then they're gonna go ahead and just talk and do whatever they want about someone else.
Right.
Okay. So it is kind of malicious. Is there good gossip? Like what would be good gossip?
I think, situations I've been with in school, people that are very smart and do hard work, people tend to say, they're kind of the teacher's pet, but in reality, they're putting the effort forward to get, the outputs that they want, either good grades or good students, and so you get this image about yourself based off actions that you've taken. So people understand that. They say this is a good person to study with, or he always gets good grades because a teacher likes him, but in the end it's really him or her that are working their butts off to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that person who's kind of doing the gossiping kind of has control over whether or not another person is perceived in a good manner or a not so good manner.
I would say so.
Yeah, definitely.
And gossip tends to build upon itself. So if you're being talked about, you try to start maybe a different rumor to get the focus off of you and maybe onto someone else.
Okay, so rumors kind of beget more rumors. Is that what I'm hearing?
They snowball, yeah.
Good, yeah, snowballing effect. All right, so right now we're going to do a little activity.
Okay.
That kind of teaches us a little bit more about what gossip is and how it makes you feel and kind of everything about it. All right. Alright, so we're going to be doing an activity
Yay!
called Glitter and Gossip.
Yay!
And you guys will win this awesome box of chocolates. Awesome box of chocolates. If you can complete the following.
Do you have another prize? I don't want to participate.
I have $10 in my wallet. You can have that $10 or the box of chocolates. Okay.
Can we taste them before?
You
like,
can't.
now?
You actually have to wait until after the end to even taste. And that's
Okay.
only if you win.
How long is this going to take?
So you will have 5 minutes, and I will start the clock, and I'm going to dump some glitter into your hand. And you have 5 minutes to pass the glitter around the circle, and I will be included in this. And then it'll end with you. You can't let any glitter drop on the ground, and there can't be any glitter in your hand. So every piece of glitter has to be transferred from one person to the next in 5 minutes.
So it's just one pile of glitter, right? So
One
he starts
pile of
it off,
glitter.
we don't each have our own individual.
That's correct.
Okay.
Everyone
Okay.
understand?
Let's do it.
Okay, get your
Ooh, it's pretty.
hand open
Pretty
there.
color.
We're going to start the clock.
Ready? Make them dry.
Go. So far I don't see anything on the table. So you gotta be very careful.
He must have had sweaty palms.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work.
Come on, Larry.
You can do it.
Caramels are riding on the line.
Yeah.
And they're baking in the sun right now.
Yeah, they're melting.
So you go any slower and
My
gonna
palms
have
getting
syrup.
Oh,
sweatier.
jeez. There's glitter up your
Uh-oh.
forearm. This is bad.
Up his?
Nope, up yours. See it? So you gotta remember those little flecks.
Okay.
We have to go one.
you have to, it has to get back to Larry.
Okay.
I
What a
see
bear.
some on your arm.
That's blue. That's not
On
red.
that arm.
Look them all in your fingers up here. You got in between your hands. See them all?
Oh. Yeah. Okay, that's
Time
probably as
remaining?
good as I can do. Let you bet. Yeah, you better get it over to her.
All right.
3:45 left on the
Oh.
clock.
Plenty of time.
Oh my gosh.
Is your hand sweaty?
It's way
You
too
know,
sweet.
I'm seeing this all over the table.
Crap. Already failed.
I'll give you guys an extra minute if you want to get it off the table and back into this hand.
Do we get a better prize? I mean, what's our...
Yeah.
You can have $20 in this box of chocolate.
Oh, it's all over this table over here.
Oh
too.
my gosh, it's underneath my
And you
nails.
can't just wipe it on the ground. It has to be in my hand.
We're screwed, guys.
Wow, that stuff just gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Stupid. This is
Oh.
stupid.
Now it's just blowing in the wind. Away from my hand.
Well, it was your idea. Do it outside. It's gonna
Hey,
be fingerprinted.
Let me give you some more. Eric.
Me too.
Yeah, well.
Keep going, keep going. You've still got some time to win all the $20.
Can
and
you eat it? Can you get rid of it that way?
Nope. Has to be right into my hand.
Oh my gosh, this is a nightmare.
Just blowing in the wind.
Why did I get
Here, I
stuck?
got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, it's all over the table.
Oh,
I think that's glitter. It's in the table.
you look like Elton John after this.
Lady Gaga, eat your heart out.
Yeah, no kidding. What's our time here?
2:30.
That's left or?
Yeah, that's left. You have 2
Oh, you
minutes.
got plenty of time.
Yeah, right.
Make another route.
Let me look underneath my nail.
Get them out. Get them out.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's not hard to go away, is it?
Can you spit and like kind of wash it off into?
Or are you gonna spit
Cannot
into her
spit
hand?
into my hand. No.
Can I spit in my own?
No, you cannot.
Oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. It's everywhere.
Well, somehow they got it done a little quicker, but
Mm,
maybe they
verify
cheated.
your mom's hands.
I
I saw
got-
it like.
I just got it
Flex.
from
You
Larry.
still have to get that from her and pass it. So
What the hell?
Here.
there's just glitter. Like your
Yeah.
shirt's gonna have pink sparkles all over it.
Well, maybe you're a bad catcher. Cause look, it's all down there.
No, that's
You're
false.
shaking your hand. It's a conspiracy against us.
Conspiracy. Where is
A
it?
couple more on your arm. There's some right here in your palm. There's some up here.
Oh, my
It's our time. You're like,
1 minute.
just say we overrule her and just eat the caramels right now.
Yeah, that's
Nope, can't do that.
Sabotage it.
And I still have to get this into his
right.
hands. So
Well,
you're taking
you better start
forever.
working because
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you think about that. Now that my hand got really sweaty.
Under
Oh my
my
gosh.
fingernail too.
yeah, I'll go all the way down here.
Mm-hmm.
See, we should use our nails and it just slides out.
But, yeah.
Then you just blow it.
Oh, I'm so sweaty.
Here, I got some more for you.
Wow.
It's impossible.
It is impossible, isn't it?
They say things aren't impossible, but this is impossible.
Oh, it's
I saw-
flying
yeah.
everywhere.
I know, see?
Bad transfer.
Mm-hmm.
I got some more if you're ready.
Alright,
Yeah, I've got a few more.
Yeah.
everyone get their hands out.
Oh.
Oh,
Right.
5
darn.
minutes, and that glitter is everywhere.
It is everywhere.
Alright, so everyone kind of getting cleaned up, got the glitter off a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It took a while, but
Yeah.
we got it off.
Can you describe the glitter a little bit? Like, what was that like working with the glitter?
It was messy. It just stuck
Yeah.
to everything. Like, didn't matter if like your hands were wet or dry. It just, and it was light. Like it caught up in the wind and just
Yeah, I definitely saw
traveled
that.
everywhere.
And
Yes.
anytime you guys tried to transfer it, it was just blowing in the wind a
Yeah.
little bit.
So it's
yeah.
like impossible to keep it on yourself
Yeah.
or give it to someone else.
Mm-hmm. But it was kind of shiny and fun to play with, though, right?
It was, yeah. I mean, it kind of intrigued you to like you wanted to be passed along to you before it all ran out or got stuck on someone.
Exactly. And I kind of noticed your guys' eyes kind of brighten up a little bit when I brought out the little vial of glitter, and you were like, oh, kind of looks tempting to use. And then we did, sure enough, and you guys kind of had a lot of fun with it, didn't
Yeah. Yep, we did.
you? Okay, so kind of looking at what we know glitter is and we know what gossip is, what are the similarities like?
It's fun to play around with glitter in a sense, but when you talk about someone, and granted, you're not being talked about, you're talking about someone. It's kind of fun in the sense that
Yeah, kind of fun and shiny
You're in
and
the know,
tempting.
yeah.
Definitely.
you're in the know and you are like spreading rumors around. And
Exactly.
however, when we were playing with glitter, like it got stuck on you,
Yeah.
and so it kind of leaves like a footprint of you help spread the
Yeah.
rumor or the glitter around.
Well, and it
so-
was kind of hard to contain too. Like when we talked about it was blowing in the wind. Like that's
Right.
how rumors are. You tell people, and then they kind of get changed a little bit the further on the rumor goes, right?
and it spreads quickly. Like you
Mhm.
may think you're telling your friend that Johnny did this, but I mean they can go off and tell 3 more people. So
Exactly. And it was easy to get in places that you didn't want it. Like it was kind of up your arms, and it was kind of on the table and stuff like that, just
Right.
like rumors.
so it can go to people that maybe
Yeah.
might take offense to something. Or
Yeah, definitely. Or, teachers and adults, and they're hearing things about other,
Yeah,
kids and students
definitely.
that aren't true, but they think they are because they heard them, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So once it kind of sticks to you, it's kind of there.
It's hard to get off, and from our experience, like people that start rumors, you kind of have a reputation built on you if you continue to do it.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
over
Kind of hard to
time-
trust that person. isn't it?
exactly, yeah. And so then you don't want to share information with them because they might go off and tell someone else, or they might start something different that might not be true from what you told them.
Exactly. Good.
So,
Okay, well, I think we pretty much hit that on the knob there about how glitter and gossip are kind of similar, but I'm kind of curious right now. I want everyone to put your head down, close your eyes, no peeking, and I want everyone to raise their hand if you have ever gossiped or been gossiped about that you know of. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it looks like pretty much everyone in the room, you guys can go ahead and lift your heads up. Everyone in the room here has either experienced gossip in a good way or a bad way, whether you're talking about someone or you've been talked about. Not that talking about someone is always good, but it looks like you guys have all pretty much experienced gossip in some way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So right now we're gonna have play another little activity called Telephone, which I'm sure many of you have played before, and kind of ironic and funny that Eric had actually mentioned Telephone as a game that's kind of similar to Gossip, and he was exactly right. So we're gonna play that right now. And for those of you that are watching this video, I didn't have enough people to make that enjoyable, so I Googled a YouTube clip of some very famous people playing Telephone, and it is a little inappropriate, so don't watch this clip with your children, but I thought it was kind of funny and might keep your guys' attention. So.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. We have such a big show for you tonight. You're not even going to believe it. So many stars are here tonight, but first we're going to play a simple game of telephone to get things going, okay? Here we go. The Avengers are on the show tonight.
I have a rash, and I think
Oh, gosh. I don't want to say that.
The diaphragm jelly is in my glove box?
How'd we do? Very bad.
That's the best you can do!
You had to ask.
Alrighty, so always a fun game, Telephone, especially if we can get some real actors involved to make it a little inappropriate. Again, I don't recommend this clip for younger viewers or that clip for younger viewers, so let's move on. All right, guys, so we've talked a lot about what gossip is and why it's appealing and why it's shiny and stuff, but what can we do to prevent gossip?
I think one of the things we can do is kind of stop it in its tracks. If you hear about it,
Okay,
don't pass it along.
so don't pass it along once you've heard it.
Right. Also, I think when I didn't get to see who raised their hand, but it sounds like all of us have been gossiped about before, and kind of take that feeling in and say, how did it make us feel, and would we want someone else to go through that same thing? So think about your past experiences.
So, okay, good. So think about past experiences. All right. Anything else?
So go along that first bullet there. When somebody tells you something, we should take it upon ourselves to not pass along, especially if they say that it's a private situation that they're telling us. With the glitter example, gossip gets around and it gets around very quickly. But if you can put a stop to it in its tracks, then
Good. Put it in its tracks.
Right.
Now, would you recommend maybe telling the person that they've been gossiped about?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. When I was gossiped about, I think I would have wanted to know.
Before it turned into a bigger thing that was more untrue.
Right. And I think what I did when I got gossiped about is I told an adult, whether it was my parents or my teacher, because they're the ones that can do something about it, or help you do something about it.
That's very good.
So
what should you do if you are gossiped about? Then you said you told your parents, and maybe you thought about how you felt when you were gossiped about and stopping gossip, but what else did you do when you were gossiped about?
I kind of just I took it upon myself to find who kind of started the rumor and ask them why did they do this.
So you're confronting the person.
Right. And hopefully you get the truth out of it. It maybe makes them feel that, they question, like, why did they do something like that?
So when you confront the person, you probably want to do it in a more calm manner. You don't want to start, something kind of bigger out of this, right?
You don't want...
Yeah. So approach them kind of calm, cool, collected, and quietly. Don't get a whole bunch of people involved, right?
And maybe, it's nice to have an adult figure there, and that way they can control the situation.
Kind of a mediator or something?
Right. Just pull everyone, after school, or see if you can set up a personal meeting with your adult supervisor and the person that started it.
And so you said kind of when you're confronting this person, letting them know how it made you feel, right?
Right.
So that they can hopefully learn to stop gossiping and spreading rumors.
Right.
Very good.
That's what happened to me when I, early on in 4th grade, I passed on the rumor, and a teacher found out, and she confronted me during recess and told me that, why did we do this? Why did we start something? And I kind of learned from there and started telling my friends about it too.
So then you're making it clear that gossiping isn't a good friendship quality, essentially.
Usually not, no.
Yeah.
Now, my parents have told me if something comes up that somebody's in danger for their safety, it might be, you definitely tell an adult that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
so if someone's kind of at risk of harming themselves or other people, then you definitely want to let someone know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And hopefully it's, an adult figure, but if you know someone that's really good friends with the person that's being gossiped on, they can tell, like, their parents or whoever.
Good. So that'd be a good example of, when letting someone know kind of what's going on is appropriate.
Yeah. It's tough because you don't know if what's being talked about is true. Maybe, but if it's a safety issue, I think my parents have told me that, they will stand up for me. Yeah.
Regardless, you want to let an adult figure know.
Right. And then whether it's true or not, then that can be decided later, but at least you brought it up to somebody.
Well, good. I think we have a pretty good list here. All right, guys, so to end things today, I'm going to read you a little story to wrap things up. So here it goes. So this is a story about a person who repeated some gossip, a rumor about a neighbor. Soon the whole community heard the rumor, and then later the person who spread the gossip learned that the rumor was untrue. The person was very sorry and went to an elder in the community who had a reputation for great wisdom to seek advice. The elder told the person, "Go to your home and take a feather pillow outside. Rip it open and scatter the feathers, then return to me tomorrow." The person did as the elder had instructed, and the next day the person visited the elder. The elder said, "Now go and collect the feathers you scattered yesterday and bring them back to me." The person went home and searched for the feathers, but the wind had carried them all away. The person returned to the elder and said, "I could find none of the feathers I scattered yesterday." "You see," the elder said, "it's easy to scatter the feathers, but impossible to get them back. So it is with gossip. It doesn't take much to spread hurtful words, but once you do, you can never completely undo the damage." So guys, just keep in mind today that gossip feels good. It feels really good to know something about someone else and to share that something with others. But even under the best intentions and motives, that sharing can easily turn into gossip. And we do damage that we can't completely undo. So I gave you guys a little handout, and it just asks you what gossip is to you, and then it asks you 2 things that you can do to combat gossip. So I'd like you guys to fill that out and hand that back to me, and hopefully you guys had a good lesson today. Thanks.